So we're with Eric and Ian, right?
Yeah.
From Gypsyhawk, and I was gonna ask the most generic question: is how has the tour been so far?
It's been amazing, man. We started up the whole West Coast, went down to where'd we go down? Like Montana, Denver, Salt Lake City,
through the Midwest.
Your hometown, Lincoln.
Yeah. Up to Wisconsin. Went to Mall America. It was pretty rad.
St. Paul too. It's all over the place. We played like, regular clubs. We played basement parties. Eric got hit by a mosh pit. Got thrown into the drums. The bass got kind of hurt, but it got fixed the next day by one of the opening bands, Visigoth. Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah.
Hooked us up with some weed and some vodka, some schnapps as well. And Denver was a cool dive bar, No seats on the toilet, like
Asian style. Just squatting.
I never knew what that was, but I've learned something new. And
it has been a lot of fun. We've been able to laugh and have inside jokes and things that should piss off the normal person, but to us it's just we just get a chuckle out of it, and it sticks.
I learned how to play Magic on the road.
How was that? Was that challenging?
No, it's just fun.
Magic the Gathering.
Yeah,
that's like so like 19. I thought it was like 1995 or something.
Right. It is, and we roll into Salt Lake City and we got time to kill in the van, and we're not playing for a couple hours, and we're just playing Magic, and then next thing you know, the bands come by and they're like, "Are you guys playing Magic?" And it's like, "Fuck yeah, we are." And normally, now people be like, "God, you're such a fucking nerd," but they're like, "Dude, that's so rad," and it passes the time so much.
Yeah.
It's better than playing Monopoly or some bullshit game like that.
Yeah, in Mall of America, they actually bought
just a giant thing of cards. It's just like, we need to keep it going.
Because they weren't satisfied with their decks, so they were getting all upset in the van.
Okay, let's see. What was your favorite place to play so far?
Mine was Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle was good. Seattle was a lot of fun. Madison definitely had a great stage, great place to play. Seattle. San Francisco is a great time. We've got tons of friends up there, and they fucking love to support us, and we love to play with them.
Yeah, the Seattle club was called the Fun House, and it was right across the street from the Space Needle. Had some Mexican food before. Took some big shits there. It's a nice dump at the club.
And then you get to go into a place like Nebraska where they don't get to see a lot of rock and a lot of metal. It's a big college town, so it's just you roll in, you got a lot of good product to show people, not only merchandise, but a great performance. And then you put on a great show, and these people that are normally not into your style of music just latch onto you and just want to follow you wherever, and that's really good to go into a town like that and
we're almost
supported.
Almost sold out of our merchandise. I don't think we're halfway through the tour yet, so we actually placed an order today to pick up some merch in Kentucky, I think.
Yeah, I think halfway is like tomorrow or the next day.
And then the Rapture's happening on the 21st. It's our day off, so we're gonna go party it up in New York City, I think.
Oh yeah, the whole biblical thing.
Yeah.
Does it really rain a lot in Seattle?
It was drizzly, wasn't it?
It was. I told the guys
gloomy.
too, I was like, it was my first time in Seattle. I hadn't been that far north on the West Coast before, and I told them, I was like, if we're going to play Seattle, I hope it fucking rains, because it's just, it's what I want to see, and in a way, it kind of made me want to rock out a little bit more. It's what I wanted to
But it didn't really rain. I think this is the most rain we've gotten, hanging out at a club.
Which one's been harder, partying or playing guitar?
Oh, jeez. Well, it hasn't been too hard because I haven't been totally shit-faced while we played. We practiced we prepared for this tour, so it's just like business as usual.
Yeah, the band's kind of got a thing where, we like to relax and we like to have fun, and we like to make it feel like no one's walking on eggshells. But at the same time, we definitely critique one another while we're playing. And, it's like being an athlete or something. You got to put your A game.
You got to bring it.
Yeah, and no one wants to fuck up. So at the end of the night, no one comes up to you and says, hey, step up. Maybe take down one less beer and, practice one more hour.
Yeah, it hasn't been an issue. Well, we've been partying every night. That's
right.
just part of it,
This is a question from Nick. He says, how do you survive on a do-it-yourself tour?
Stay at people's houses. You have friends all across the country. I mean, this is the greatest tour I've ever been on, and it's all due to having friends across the country, being cool to people, and they've been hooking us up, cooking us meals, letting us take showers, sleeping sometimes in guest bedrooms, sometimes on the floor.
Laundry.
Giving us laundry. Sometimes, you know, there's many nights we just sleep in the van, and it's really cool. We have a 40 350, and it has 4 bench seats, and everyone has their own bench seat, and you just park at a truck stop. You know, if you have to take a shit.
Here's another question from Nick. He goes, how is metal supported its current state throughout the USA?
This scene is very supportive. You know, it's very underground, but we play on a Monday night in St. Paul, where we've never been, and everyone's right up front. Everyone's like buying more merch than we ever. I think that was the most merch we sold.
Yeah.
I thought. And so buying merch, checking out the band, digging it, every single fucking night.
You know, I mean, you run into certain crowds that are very strict with their certain type of music, and you know, we might not be that band that fits that bill or whatnot, but you know, we are the group that can kind of change it up.
But most of the shows, since they're set up by not just us, but sometimes friends in other cities, so they'll book it with bands that are the similar musical style and stuff they like.